It's been a busy time for Seahawks coach Pete Carroll, with the combine just ending and the draft coming up. But Thursday morning, he was thrilled to be presented with the Maleng Advocate for Youth Award at their annual breakfast. More than 500 people showed up at the Seattle Sheraton to help raise funds for the Center for Children and Youth Justice. CCYJ CEO Justice Bobby Bridge spoke of the great need to provide the children and youth of our state systems of welfare and justice that fully support their needs. Keynote speaker Gerald Hankerson shared the story of his challenging life, in which one bad decision led him to a life sentence in prison. Then finally, after 22 years behind bars and dozens of advocates who believed in him, his life turned around, and now he's helping turn others' lives around. Coach Carroll started the Better LA a decade ago to help fight youth crime in that region, and it's had great success. Now that a Better Seattle is up and running, his goals are the same here.
The illustration of the story that Gerald Hankerson brings to us is a prime example, because kids have a spark of goodness and a spark of hope in them. They just don't know it sometimes. They just aren't aware of how to get in connection with it, and they need us to just connect the dots for them.
And by doing that, people in a position to help can literally change the direction of young lives.
In LA, what I learned after doing the streets and getting out and about, kids feel like they're either going to die or they're going to jail. And I heard that time and again, and after a while it finally hit me, is that's the vision that these kids hold for themselves. And after a while, when they'd say it to me, I'd say, you know, you're right. That is what's going to happen, because vision is so extraordinarily powerful. The vision that you hold for yourself and for your life is where you're going to go. And as people that can intervene, it's our duties to help kids shape their vision with hope and with direction and with goodness and with all of the things that we want for our young people to have.
Then the coach challenged everyone in the room to step up and help.
Where law enforcement can do so much, they need help. They need the connection and the interaction of the information and the flow of what's going on in the communities that they can't get in connection with, and they need the people from the streets that can do that work. And why this is so courageous to support what we're doing, the guys that basically do the work that are the MVPs in the neighborhoods are the same guys that the police were chasing around years before, that they were trying to catch and incarcerate for the wrongdoings that they were doing. So to step up and support this effort, you got to have some courage.
All the speakers, volunteers, and guests stepped up and showed that courage, making the Maleng Advocate for Youth Breakfast a big success. Tony Ventrella, Seahawks.com.